Hi, I'm Luke Cervell. Welcome to another episode of Meet the Gaffer. Okay, here we are on a small corporate set. It's a stage, and they've got some lights here, but they're kind of on the small side, so I brought in sort of, broader Kina flows. And what we're doing is just a simple chat, two people and three cameras. So wide, getting two shot, and then the two, not over the shoulders this time, but just getting singles from two other vantage points. And the deal that we had on this particular setup was that the background that they wanted to use was this one is just kind of like a stretch fabric on a frame, but it's only a certain width. So when you want to get tight shots, you go off the backdrop. And so what we did is I added sort of a similar color that's of this backdrop with some colored light, added that in the backdrop so that when you come around on the tighter shot, there's some breakup there in the backdrop. So it's a simple thing, but it's a problem you have to solve. So basic setup is two Select 31s, and just with the hard grids, hard crates still in them, and then they kind of act as the key and backlight for the other person. So key for me, and then backlight for this person here. And since that's a little hot, both lights have just a little double, a 2x3 double that's taking it off my back light and still keeping the face open for the key on the other person. And then a little fill coming in with Select 41s from the front. Now, I just have the Select 31s at 80%, and then the fill is at 50%. That would change depending on your setup, but and then here for the backdrop, we have two single freestyle Kinos, LEDs. We had tried to make these blue, but then the blue backdrop got a little, it was dancing a little bit. So that blue was too intense, too much saturation. So dial them down. They're just on, regular white light. And then for the two singles, that extra splash of light back there are from two 2x2s. So two freestyle 2x2s, and that does have a blue, but it's pulled back to about 50% in saturation. Oh, that's not true. Those are 100% saturation, and it's not dancing, so go figure. Anyway, maybe it's the fabric, maybe it's the way it's printed, this kind of backdrop. So that's it, 8 lights, no waiting. And just a little aside, I've got all these Kinos, which all have, built-in lumen radio, all going back through just an AKS, and then to the Blackout app on my iPad Pro. Works great. Just have full control, readily available, and I love it. Hey, thanks for watching. We'll see you again next time. Having everything at your fingertips like this is awesome. You can just play, you can try things. So let's say with the color on these back tubes, so if I go full, I don't know if it's going to be dancing on the GH5, we're shooting with two FS7s and then sort of a RoboCam. We're doing 1080 here. I'm shooting, compressed 4K on the GH5, but so we'll see if this will sing later on in post. But so that's the blue, but obviously you can check out what other different colors would do for you. But yeah, we ended up being at basically white light. There's a little blue in those units, but yeah. Anyway, So it's kind of fun to be able to play and see what works.